If I had to describe Private Stock, we're a creative agency. We don't just do music. If an artist walks in, we can take them from A to Z. Recording the music, if we had to get production, we have producers in-house.
We have our mini label on the side where we manage and release music through our division. We do our own PR. We have a lot of in-house like videography, marketing, social media strategists.
I wanted to have hands-on in every aspect. I didn't want to hand off any pieces of the project because I wanted to share that vision with that artist and really make sure that it came to fruition. It's a little crazy, but I'd rather have it that way. I love pressure.
Every day is a new day. There could be something going on, whether it's from a project release to like just having to book people studio time, to having to plan out social media, getting on the phone with curators to throw shows or, just whatever the place. So the process is always different. The one thing that I could say is I walk through that door every day, I open it, and I'm just grateful to have everything we have.
Meeting Hurson's interesting because he actually grew up with my sister, my younger sister, and my cousins, and they went to grammar school together. But when he turned like 15 or 16, he started working with this rapper who was actually, making a lot of noise in the city. And just watching Hurson take on something like that at such a young age, I saw his drive, and I felt like we had that same passion.
And since the first day we talked, we hit it off. He literally bought me a book, Business Structure in Music. He bought me a book and said, hey bro, I want you to read this because I really want you to work with me. And from there, we just kind of trusted each other, and now we've been working closely with each other. Every venture that we've done has pretty much been together. You can't have an ego. And I think that's what makes us work the best, because him and I would just talk crazy to one another, probably curse each other out. But at the end of the day, we know that does not matter because we got each other's back. We have a lot of other team members. There's two Lewises, John, Jazz, the list goes on, Croc. Knowing that I have a team of individuals that have the same vision as Jason and I makes things a lot easier because we're all fighting for the same thing at the end of the day.
We've created miracles out of nowhere. Like Steve, Steve's a legend. He's been in the game for 14 years. He was Bump J's original engineer. People come to Steve for 1-hour mixes, believe it or not. That's unheard of.
Steve Anderson, best engineer in the galaxy. It's a fact, Google it.
So yeah, we've definitely dealt with a lot of strange situations where we got to get a lot of work done in a tight squeeze. And that's crazy that we can actually do that and the quality is still top notch. So that's been awesome to have a team like this that we can do that with.
Music has been a part of my life since the beginning. I'm talking about DMX, R. Kelly, TP3, Mystical, No Limit Soldiers, the Silk the Shockers, Juvenile, Cash Money, Dipset, and just the whole culture of it, what were they able to create, and that kind of inspired me to go harder.
I kind of grew up in the industry with my father and my mother. My dad owned a studio in the 90s that worked with a lot of salsa singers, but with Sony, RMM, and Universal. I saw that process and I saw them fail, and that really inspired me and made me want to work harder. Watching my mom on stage, she played with Luis Federico Ortiz and Hector Lavoe, which we listened to jazz. I played jazz piano for 5 years and did opera music in high school and stuff. We listened to a lot of salsa, merengue, bachata. I think my favorite sound is salsa. That's definitely my favorite genre, but hip hop changed my life. Just to see that type of art, it's like poetry on beats.
Future projects to look out for right now, we have Icon, who's dropping Origami, and then we have LA Van Gogh. We basically just finished mixing on his project, so we'll be dropping sometime this year. Joe Fredestillo's project is coming out straight from over here. We got Flex Lennon working on this project.
Vic Mensa's The Autobiography. Poppy Beats is an in-house producer engineer, and he worked with Vic Mensa for the last 12 to 18 months, and he did last year's There's a Lot Going On EP. He actually produced that, recorded it and mixed it, and this year on The Autobiography, he produced 5 of the records on there. When people come to Private Stock, I want them to think family, love, create a space that's welcoming. I just want them to feel really invited in this environment. I want them to want to be here. I want to change the scene in Chicago and really bring the industry here. Some of these bitches gotta stay on my side. Some of my addictions